You need to bathe on the regular. Are you back to showering daily, or is that still?
Not daily, but more than normal.
Okay, that's good.
But summer's back.
Yeah.
It's the pool. The pool's important.
Yeah, the pool. No, that's what I'm saying. I knew you weren't in the pool. So
Yeah,
you're doing your every 6 months switch.
No, it's pretty much every day. There might be one day I skip, but it's rare.
You're not showering every day?
Graham's never showered. Graham doesn't shower. Graham, when he's at the pool house, he showers like once a week. You didn't know
What
this?
do you do?
He jumps in the
Jump
pool.
in the pool.
Oh.
And his stanky ass.
My God. Yo, are you born in Florida?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why.
That is not. That is not relevant. That is not relevant. That is not relevant.
You go barefoot and you use pools.
I only know a few people that are born in Florida, and they all are very like that. They pick up bugs with their hands.
Yeah,
they don't shower very
That's
regularly.
fine.
Yeah.
Don't shower. I don't understand that. Okay, moving on.
All right. Okay, let's go.
The disgust on Luke's face right there spoke for all of us. All us
That's so
normal
funny.
humans that wash
But no,
our
it's almost every day
balls
right now.
and
We
dirty
don't have a pool.
asses.
And I still
on a
pool.
reg.
Okay, welcome to Tennis Sucks, Pickleball podcast by Travis Rettenmeyer and Graham D'Amico. Let's
My
address
name
the
first.
elephant in the room, which is that Travis, where's your shirt?
I've decided I'm taking a stand. I'm no longer wearing a shirt until I get another clothing sponsor on the pod. So these nipples and this chest hair will be out for every pod moving forward until I secure some beautiful clothing's deal.
I'll sponsor you just to have that
You
stop.
would make me look ridiculous.
I'll have to like censor this out on the actual video.
Wait till I'm looking for a short sponsor.
That's funny. All right, well, let's
Then
kick things
underwear.
off. I heard that you guys had some fun today training at the courts.
Oh, we're starting with this?
Why not?
Whoa. Okay.
Unless you had something else you wanted to start
It's
things
been a
off
while
with.
since we drilled, first off,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, you've been saying no to me for months. Probably why my results are suffering. I need my punching bag. Or the guy who tells me how bad I suck all the time and what I need to work on.
But yeah, it's been a while, and we came to Crescent. Crescent's been too busy to come to recently, but 1 o'clock, we found a court. One opened up, and yeah, we had some action today.
Yeah, first thing that happened when we walk in is some guy says to Graham, which I don't like being referred to as the buddy, but he says to Graham, "Hey, can I get you and your buddy's autograph?" And Graham made me stop, drop everything, grab my phone, and film this occurrence. And the guy also referred to him as a pro. He had his name's Bob, really nice guy seemingly.
Really nice guy.
Obviously,
Smart man, too.
very not sharp. But he referred to Graham as a pro again, which was amazing. He had a beautiful MLP hat, custom made, a little heart.
He won it at an event.
Oh,
Wow.
incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, nothing against Bob other than just choose your autographs more wisely.
Well, technically you are pro, Graham. You've played pro at least, 1.5 times now?
That is true. Graham has pro wins. He actually beat someone from the USA national team, APP's USA national team, didn't you?
I did.
Okay.
Nice.
And a
Wow.
legend of the game in that same match.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
You're
awesome.
amazing.
Yeah.
Are you getting tired of the fame, Graham?
No, not at all. I'd like some more.
What
Bring it on. Bring
What
it
are you
on.
going to do to build that brand?
Just keep making fun of Travis as much as I can and getting wins. I had another singles win this weekend.
The guy literally just said you cheated.
It's still a win.
Wow. I mean, there's so many people who share that with you on the tour. I don't care how I get the win, just as long as I get it. Some of the calls I saw this weekend, whoa.
Oh, really?
Amazing. And people are just shameless,
Talking about singles or doubles?
both. But singles in particular, I can't name names.
I
but
was
did you
literally about
see-
to say.
Oh my gosh. That was amazing. Okay, anyways, let's talk about part 2 of our day here.
So, yeah. And then, so I'm on a high, right? Because I
Of
have a
course.
guy ask for my autograph. And then I'm drilling, and this woman walks up and starts berating me about the podcast and how I said things that were inappropriate about her. And I was like, I don't really know who you are. And I didn't say anything. You should go talk to the guy without a shirt on the other side of the court. And she goes, yeah, but you're much nicer to talk to
Probably true.
than he is. And I said, yeah, thus the reason why I didn't say the bad things.
I didn't say
You're
bad
talking to
things.
the wrong guy.
Don't insinuate that I said bad things. What I didn't do, what I misjudged, and this was my mistake. First of all, I'm very sorry to anyone that I offended. But
Yeah, she seems like a very nice lady.
I'm sure she's
I like
very,
her.
very nice. But I misjudged the fact that there could not be any other human being on this planet that has ever made a comment or spoke to someone that they thought Graham was attractive. So right when I mentioned that there might be a girl who has a crush here at Crescent, this lone, singular individual on God's green earth was like, well, it's me, and approached me and was unhappy with my commentary regarding her affection for Graham, to which I apologized, said I did not, nor would I ever use your name. However, I do understand that you are the only person that has ever found this appealing. And I still don't understand it, but...
Another possibility I didn't think of. What if it really isn't her? It's just another one that's on a text
I was about
that
to
we haven't
ask
gotten
you,
the-
how are your DMs looking right now, Graham?
We don't even know.
That's
Is
a
that
good
her?
point. Yeah. Graham's response when she came up was, I didn't even know it was you until now. Because I want to be really clear. I didn't tell anybody at Crescent who it was, including this moron. So your secret's safe. If anyone asks you, just say, no, it's not me. Who would ever find that motherfucker attractive? Why don't we move on with our day?
Oh my God. Well, I'm glad that you had a great day.
Yeah, it was interesting.
You had some ups and downs.
Yeah, I felt bad. I'm really, really sorry. I really am. I didn't mean to offend anyone. I never would. Well, that's not true. But in this particular case, not even close. And yes, love, respect all women. And that's that.
So let's move to the recap of Minnesota indoor.
Ooh, we should probably just skip over that, huh?
Can we just start with what he says? He's doing it. Shut up.
Tough weekend.
Shut up.
All right. Well, Travis, give us a recap. How did things go?
Should have skipped over, huh?
God, I'm already feeling shitty. Well, my confidence is at an all-time low.
Colin
Colin
Johns is your daddy.
Matt Wright was definitely my fucking daddy. He ate me alive. Yeah. In mixed for sure. Credit to Steve Deacon and Angie Walker. They played well, but I'm
Who?
going to say probably the worst loss I've ever suffered in pickle. We were up 10-7-2 after winning game one in a very shoddy, ugly game. And, a couple balls were going long. We played them. It just didn't work out in our favor. And then in men's, Zane and I think, have the potential to be a really, really good team. We just have to work out some things about sides, who takes what. But awesome guy to play with. Really enjoyed his company. He's positive. He's fun. He's animated. But we lost in the quarters badly to Colin Johns and Matt Wright. We played strategically stupid, and they took advantage and played very well, and we got the result we deserved. So I got some shit to work on. I got to get better. Finally, I might have my drilling buddy back, which, maybe I get better.
Luke, did you watch the Matt Wright and Colin John show?
Not. I watched them play, but I didn't get to watch the match against Travis.
You
Did
should spend 5 minutes of your night tonight and go watch those two games. They're pretty awesome.
Okay, yeah. What did you think about it?
I just kept looking at the screen saying, why do they keep hitting it to Matt Wright? And over again, Matt Wright just kept stuffing it down their throat.
Right.
He did. He was very sharp. A couple times he sped up at me, and I was sitting on it firm. Thought I popped it back, and he was 3 steps ahead of me and just shat on the next ball, and was by far the best player on the court.
What was the mindset there? What was your and Zane's game plan going into that match?
The wrong one.
Okay. Yeah.
Zane likes huge serve, huge drive. I'm a fan of the drive, obviously, as well, but it was clear it wasn't working. I thought we should have slowed it down more. I think as we watch the match back together, which we will at some point, we should have slowed it down a bit and gotten in some rallies and maybe exposed Matt's movement to touch, and then the fact that they were susceptible to the lob. But we didn't do that, and we played dumb the whole time. We had a little run where we got back from 6-1 game 2 to 6-4. Colin hit an ATP that was going a couple feet wide. Zane played it, kind of had the momentum, and then from there, they ran it. They played great points, and that's just the way it goes sometimes. It wasn't our day. I haven't been playing very well, so I got to figure that out.
Yeah. Colin and Matt, are they a good team together, you think? Like, if they did that again?
I think they're okay. I think they're both very competent players. Obviously, I don't think they're going to set the house on fire.
Right.
But they were a good team, and they don't beat themselves. They play very smart. Matt's very hard to attack, and in hindsight, we couldn't have played dumber.
Right. Yeah.
Completely agree.
Yeah. What advice would you be giving Travis in that moment, Graham?
I would have liked to have seen, because the whole reason we were wanting to see Travis on the right side more was to see some more cross-court dink battles. Let's see if he's one of the best right side players, out there. And who better to test that against than Colin Johns?
Right.
And we didn't get to see a lot of that. We got to see a lot of
Bang, bang, bang.
banging and down the line dinks,
Yeah.
which was confusing to me.
Yeah, it was poor tactics, and I got some work to do on the right for sure.
Mm. But do you think you could out-dink Colin?
I think I can outmaneuver him. I mean, I don't think I could out-consistency him. The guy is an absolute wall, but I think I'm longer, more mobile, and maybe have a touch more variety.
Yeah. So you and Zane have a couple more events to go, though. So you guys are just going to have to rethink the strategy and try and build that chemistry.
Yeah, I think it's tough. There was a couple balls that I thought he was taking. There was a couple balls he thought I was taking, and we just need to figure that out and make sure that the middle dink isn't exposed. And we'll get it going. I mean, again, he's a cerebral guy. I'm sure we can have honest conversations as we go back and watch it, and we'll hopefully make progress.
Yeah. What about Schneemann then? How did things go with that? And what would you say didn't work out there?
We just aren't very good.
No.
I don't know if it's. I think stylistically at the moment our games don't match up very well, and whatever it is, it's just not working. I can't pinpoint it, but we're just not a very good team.
Yeah. Graham, did you watch the Schneemann matches?
I did.
Yeah. What do you think?
A lot of unforced errors. And, I experience this with Travis sometimes. He's very nice and tries to stay positive verbally.
Yep.
But I think with the body language, you can just sense Travis is unhappy.
Yeah.
And that I feel like you're already under pressure because you're missing more than he is. I've said this before. And so it starts to you start to feel that body language even if you're not looking at it. And it actually makes the moment worse.
Yeah,
so
true.
you become tighter and you actually start making more mistakes rather than freeing up. And a good example is when I told you in this Moneyball, we're in the finals, the score is 1-1, and he goes, "What's going on?" Kind of yelling at me, if you get hit by one more ball, I'm gonna walk off this court, And I'm just
which I don't talk to anybody about that on
and
the
I'm
court,
just
but you.
I just had to say to him, I had to yell back and say, "Hey, calm the fuck down.
Right.
It's 1-1. We're playing to 15."
Yeah.
And then, we won 15-3. I loosened up a little. He understood,
Right.
didn't get on my case as hard, and it's
But
really
maybe that's the thing is someone needs to tell me hey, I'm playing like shit. I'm tight. I value that honesty.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
tough to do. It's
realization.
tough to do in the moment, and if
Yeah.
you're not all that close.
Yeah.
You and I are
for
close,
sure.
where I can feel the need to do
Correct.
that. She's
Correct.
probably scared to say that.
Correct.
Well, you've said this before that having pros locally to train with makes a big difference. If you had a few female pros that you could regularly play with locally, then they'd probably get used to your style of communicating. And then
And some players communicate differently too. I know if
Yes.
that were Rachel Rohrbacher, for
She'd love
example,
it.
or Anna Bright,
Yeah.
they would say to him, "Hey, calm the fuck down."
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Rachel calls me a rat bastard. She can tell me to shut the fuck up.
And she said, I heard her say it to Fed, "Fed, you got to yell at me more.
Yeah.
You got to tell me when I'm sucking."
And I think
she
that's the hard
wants
part.
it.
There's more to
Right.
this than stylistically matching.
Right.
There's personality match as well. If you're kind of docile and get frazzled relatively easily, I'm probably not a very good partner for you.
Yeah.
Because I do struggle to hide that emotion, and I do want to have very clear dialogue on what is transpiring.
Yeah.
And if you're offended by what's transpiring, then of course I'm gonna not say it, but I might physically show it.
Yeah.
Right.
And so, for instance, if I recommend a play, let's run this play, and that play is run and not run correctly, I'm gonna to Graham and be like, "Hey, you fucking dipshit! I just said you go line, I take middle forehand, and you stick your fucking paddle out and hit the backhand." I'm gonna say that directly, just
Right,
like
right.
that. In that situation, I can be like, "Hey, do you remember what we just talked about? Do you think you could try to not put your paddle in there when I make forehands right fucking here? Thanks." So yeah, something I need to work on, but I'm not sure how to get better at that.
So you used to like playing. You said you like playing with Georgia though. How does she rank in that kind of tell you to shut up
She's
thing?
feisty as fuck.
Okay. So
Georgia's
she would tell you to sit down and shut up if you were gonna get
No,
kind of.
I mean, she's just. I don't know. I think she's just got a lot of gur inside. We always reference she yelled in our face when we were rooting against her.
Right.
And I think I respect that competitiveness in her.
Yeah.
And that's maybe the commonality.
Got it.
But yeah, certainly. I'm not saying it was a perfect match because it's not. But those
Yeah.
things are hard to do. You have to almost learn to understand one another.
Yeah. Graham, who would you nominate as the top 3 women players right now that would do well with Travis?
The
I
three
think-
that are taken.
Yeah, right.
No, the trick to, I think this is, and I'm not in any way comparing Travis to like Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant, but it's like
Please don't. That'd be fucking weird.
he expects a lot out of himself. Does that make sense? And
That's
so
for sure.
therefore you feel the pressure to expect a lot out of yourself for him. So what he needs is somebody like Zane. Zane's a great example, who's very confident in themselves and in their game, that what Travis is thinking or feeling isn't affecting their performance.
Correct.
Like their performance not be good, but it's not because Travis is having a bad moment on the court.
Right.
And there aren't a ton of people that are like that. They're
Yeah.
just, like Riley Newman's a good example. Like there's guys out there that are just confident in their game. They're better than Travis probably is and have been around and have more experience in pickleball. And they're going to be like, they're going to brush that off and be like, all right, he's going through something and we're going to play better now.
Yeah.
Rather than take
Got
it
it.
personally and let it bring their game down.
Yeah. So maybe like, what
Something I
about
do address?
what about someone like Susanna Barr? Would she play? Would she be good? Because she's pretty like,
I think she has plenty of balls.
yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
She knows her
There's a
game
lot of
really
pros
well.
that- there's a lot of pros you
Yeah.
could name.
But like, don't kind of mentally collapse if things aren't going well. You know.
Don't get over emotional while they're playing, or don't take it personal
Sure.
that things are going wrong. It's not their fault, it's the team's fault. And how do we make this better together?
Right. Got it. So more generally though, like results at that Indie Indoor Minnesota championship. Any surprises from the draw there in terms of wins or losses?
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, got to give credit to Tyler Loong and Connor Garnett. Tyler, I've been really hard on this, but I watched him. He played very, very well. He's clearly added a few things to his game. He's playing more offensive. So making a final, beating some really good teams, Taya, Staxrud, and then I watched the match against Sock and Julian, which was an absolute head scratcher, which I found hysterical because I walk over and they're down a game in 6-1, and I thought it was like a switch up, but Jack was on the right. And I was like, the fuck is going on here? Like, that guy's pure alpha, number one. You cannot make him beta. He is just not wired that way. And he's 6'3" and maybe the fastest guy we've seen ever in the history of pickleball. And he's playing the right.
Yeah.
And so I asked him, I was like, the fuck are you doing over there? He was like, basically shook his head like, I don't know. And then I texted him later. I was like, you're really, really just a very good right sider. And he was like joking. I was like, was this a switch or what happened? He's like, no, I have the band. I'm right side guy. And I just didn't understand that. It was really surprising to me because I thought, like, granted, Julian is more comfortable on the left and he's the right, but Jack is the most talented guy out there. You put him on the left and you live and die by the sword. So they lost to Tyler and Connor, and it was a very, very confusing one to me.
Wow. Yeah, interesting. I definitely didn't expect the some of the podium winners. When I was looking at the draw ahead of time, I
Who?
expected Catherine to do a lot better across the board. I think.
Yeah, did she play women's dubs? No, she didn't play
She
women's dubs.
didn't play women's
She
dubs.
just
no.
played mixed and
Singles.
Singles.
Yeah.
Interesting. I didn't
Why
even
is
think
that?
about
Because Anna Lee wasn't
because
there?
Anna Lee wasn't there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she just played women's singles. She lost to Davidze, who Davidze is playing great. Had an insane match with Paris in the final.
Yeah. The
And-
fact that Paris got so far as well. Like, I mean,
Yeah,
I feel
down
like
9-1 against Leia in the
Yeah.
quarters, I believe, and pulled that out. So Davidze, and then Catherine and Jack are obviously very formidable, but they lost to Rohrbacher and Staxrud. Big shout out to Rachel. She had a great weekend.
Yeah.
She's a badass, man. Like, I love watching her just because she doesn't give a fuck who you are. She was getting into it with Jack, getting chippy with him. Like, not a lot of
So
girls.
good.
Not a lot of girls will do that. She didn't bat an eye.
Yeah.
So, big kudos to her. Staxrud obviously won the singles, came back from a game, and I want to say also 6-1 down game 2 and just put on a show from there. Guys got big balls. I don't know what other surprises were there. Kaysen Campbell obviously beat Colin Schick again. Shout out to the kid with the hat, little stud. Couldn't be a nicer kid. What else we got?
Wilson and
David did really well.
But I
Yeah,
kind of
we
knew
gotta
that.
talk about
not
that.
not
But
just
there-
Wilson and David, but Wilson and
Alshon.
Alshon.
Yeah, Wilson won all the matches he played. He doesn't play
Yeah.
singles. He played men's and mixed. And I
Mixed,
think it was a
yeah.
really validating moment for him because obviously he was playing with Riley. A lot of people give the credit to Riley. Thomas has gotten so much better.
Yeah.
Just watching him, he's improved so much. He plays with a joy and, ropes the forehand, and he's agile and
Yeah.
athletic. So I was really, really happy
Yeah.
for him.
He's just like loving life. I mean, he's got a new kid, and like
Yeah.
every time it cuts to him in the stand, it's just like that
He's
man
smiling.
is like,
He's happy. Yeah. You gotta really love his personality and
Yeah.
the way he's approaching this whole thing. Even Jack, Jack, like, win and lose or draw, you can tell when he's playing pickle, he's having a lot of fun.
Yeah.
He's complimentary to the other guys, obviously hyper competitive, but he's enjoying himself. He's smiling.
Yeah.
So that shit's fun for me to watch.
Yeah. That's awesome. And there was no progressive draw this time, right? This was the
Right. The lowest tier events, the thousands, do not have a progressive draw. Only the
Okay.
cups and slams will have progressive draws.
Got it. Which, what did you think about that? Did you, now that you've played a couple progressive draws, is it kind of frustrating to go back to that style?
No, I mean, for me, just from like a logistics perspective, it's easier because I don't have to be in town as long.
Yeah.
But yeah, from a playing perspective, the progressive draws are better.
Yeah. Here's the thing I saw on Twitter, someone said that since you, with progressive draws, with more points, you're more likely to get buys. Are people going to take bronze medal matches much more seriously than they did before?
Yes. They have to take the bronze medal matches more seriously. They're putting them now on Sunday and making them a showcase event where they're streaming them.
Mm-hmm.
So they have much more importance than they did previously.
Sure. So let's hop topics. We'll do something about Paddlegate. You can't play Yola unless sponsored.
Yes.
This is wild. You
Okay,
come
so
out
I
today.
can't speak on this too much because I don't want to get in trouble.
Somebody was playing with a Yola who is not a contracted Yola player.
One of the new ones.
One of the new Yolas,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Paddles.
In pro?
In pro.
Okay.
A pro. And he was told he couldn't play with it. He had to play with a different paddle, he or she, because they have some agreement
Fucking idiot.
with the PPA that you cannot play that Yola paddle unless you're a contracted player.
Well, I don't know if the agreement is with the PPA or not, but they were not allowed to continue to use that paddle.
So the rumor is that Yola's made this policy. They want to keep it out of the hands of pros that they're not paying to play with it.
Yes,
Yes.
basically.
So like if you and me went to go play pro at Minnesota with the Yola paddle, they would say we couldn't use that paddle because we're not sponsored players.
How do they enforce that?
Great question.
That's the craziness.
Yeah. That's what I would want to know. Like, or what? Like, what's the or what?
Yeah. What happens?
Like, I can use any paddle I want.
Just keep playing it. What are they going to do? Come pull it out of your hand?
Right.
Yeah, or what?
Seems so strange.
It is very strange.
That's
Wow.
why.
What would be the rationale? What would be the reason? They just don't want it to be, they don't want their paddle to not lose, or
I don't
like,
know.
They don't want somebody representing them that they're not approving as a representative for their brand, perhaps.
Possibly.
Like if somebody, let's say he gives the middle finger playing with a Yola paddle and people associate him with Yola, but they're not a contracted player, so therefore it looks bad
But
on
it
their
doesn't.
brand.
It doesn't go to the old Yola paddles, just the new ones.
Only the new ones.
Mm.
Oh, well, they want their players to have a competitive edge.
There you go.
oh, maybe.
That sounds
That's,
like
okay. Yep. There,
So
that's probably the thing.
They want only the players winning with their paddles that are.
Well, does that mean to suggest that there's some technology in those newer paddles that's going to give them the competitive edge?
Yeah,
Or they just want to control.
I think that's what that means.
Yeah, maybe. Interesting.
So, is it true that you can't play with an Engage unless you're a contracted player, the new Engage?
Plead the fifth. I'm not talking about this topic.
All right. So at the same time as the PPA, we had the APP running, which I don't think was streamed. Right? I couldn't find it.
They stream, I feel like,
I think
on.
it's on ESPN Plus or something.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
is it? Okay.
Yeah. And it might be only Sunday.
But good weekend for Georgia. The youngest APP Triple Crown winner, I think, is
That's
the
cool.
record.
That's
Okay.
cool.
Third woman to do it in general, I think, maybe. But yeah, great weekend for
Who's the other
Georgia.
women? Paris, Todd, and Simone.
Fudge was there.
Fudge is triple crowned.
Oh, like who has Triple Crown? Oh, I don't know about
I'm
that.
guessing
I just
Paris
know
and
she was
Simone.
playing. I don't know. Did you guys watch any of the APP stuff?
I
No,
did not watch
probably
any. I just saw some highlights of the men's singles final, and William Howells is a fast, speedy little fella.
Yeah. All right. So,
Professor
all right.
Blake.
MLP. Do we have a draft or no?
No, we'll know this week when the draft is. I think it's going to be in 3 weeks, is what I'm being told.
Okay.
3 weeks
I've been told,
from
North
yesterday.
Carolina will be the draft and Atlanta will be the first event, but I can't validate that.
Why would North Carolina be the host of the draft? Any reason? Is there a special facility there they're going to do it at?
I don't know.
I don't
it's
know
great.
either.
They do it at that Lifetime there, but I think it's actually in Raleigh now, so I'm not really sure.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't have enough details to really comment clearly.
And do you guys have any other information about the format of the draft? Like a position we have, like Florida Smash has?
No, nothing like that yet.
What do you mean?
Like, are we drawing 7th? Are we?
Oh,
10th?
no idea.
Yeah. All right. So still not much.
Still nothing.
Soon. This
for
week's a
MLB.
big week, apparently,
Yeah,
for
this
letting
week
us know
we
about the
should know a lot.
schedule, knowing the draft, knowing the draft order.
All right. Okay, got it. So when is Austin? Next weekend? This weekend coming?
Yes, we leave. I leave on Wednesday. Today is Monday. Very quick turnaround. Got in from Minnesota last night. And I'm playing with Augustus G, which I'm stoked about. I don't
How
know
do you
if it's
pronounce
G.
it?
I think it's Augustus G. I don't think it's Guy. I think it's Augustus G. Guy's been a monster lately on the right.
Who's he been playing with so far?
He's played with Craig Johnson, who's his buddy from Arizona. Craig's a very good player. Probably the nicest guy in Pickle. Always a smile on his face, loves the game. And, now that they've had such good results, Augustus is not being touted by just me, but a lot of players as kind of the next guy, maybe the best right-sider, certainly as a lefty. And
Did he play in Minnesota?
He did not. He's actually in Asia at the moment.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he posted a picture from Beijing yesterday. Augustus, you better hurry back and get some fucking practice. I highly doubt you're battling there in Beijing.
That's wild. But since you're in Austin, you'll get some time to practice with Zane,
Yeah, that's
presumably.
our plan. Is we're going to get together one of the days and kind of run through what we can do better moving forward.
Nice.
And
It also coincides with South by Southwest, that music tech event.
No, that's
does.
happening right now.
Yes, but I think it goes through
all
the
the
weekend.
way through.
I think it goes
Saturday.
through, yeah.
Oh, wow. Damn.
It's like 10 days long, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Full out party.
And then women's, you playing with Schneeman again?
I am with Caitlin Christian for this event.
Caitlin Christian.
I've never played with her. I don't know her personally, but she was top 50 WTA a year ago. Has been playing pickle for a long time. The people that she's played with, Sam Query being one, has told me how high her skill set is, how high her ceiling is, it has to be. 50 in the world WTA is no joke. I think she was like higher, maybe 30.
Wow.
So I'm anxious to
Where
play
does she
with her.
live?
In LA. She's taking it very seriously, plays all the time. So I think she's certainly on the up and up. She's very, very good in singles at the moment, but it could be an issue where she hasn't maybe had the best partners yet and not had those results. But from what I've watched, I think she's very good.
Yeah. Do you know her, Graham?
No.
Oh.
You don't know her?
I don't think so.
How do you get connected? She just how do you get connected? How does this work? Someone just recommended it?
Caitlin Christensen?
Yeah, Caitlin Christian.
Caitlin Christian?
Oh, wait. Didn't she play like 2 weeks ago? Wasn't that?
She played Anna Lee close in the Masters in singles.
Is everyone back for Austin, you think? I assume so, right? Like
Yes.
Ben's back. And,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, everyone's playing again.
What venue do they play that at?
I don't know. I think it's called like Eastland or some shit. I don't
Oh,
know. It's in
yeah.
Lakeway, Texas. I've heard the venue's not great, but I'm actually taking my daughter with me for the first time, so hopefully it's
Nice.
somewhere where she can huddle under some shade.
Yeah. Wild.
I want to go to Austin.
You're invited.
I think I'm going to go to Austin.
Really?
What day do we leave?
Set this up for you. Are those my shades?
They could be.
Those are my fucking shades. I've been looking for those.
I told you I had them. Don't pretend like I stole them because I told you I
Well,
found
you
them.
told me you had them and then you never gave them back.
Yeah.
How does that make any sense?
I didn't steal them. You knew I had them. You just forgot.
That is unbelievable.
Graham, let's go register for this PPA and go to Austin.
All right, Luke, what are we going to play?
We're gonna go play pro. We're gonna take two Yola pads.
Some Yola
That would be
Alphas?
incredible. You guys play the qualies. Sorry, guys. Can't do it. Graham, you're just roping the ball too big.
That's so funny. I'd go to
Floppy
Austin.
wrist.
All right, let's see. Let's figure it out. All right. Well, I know that you're not wearing a shirt, but you might be getting some sleeves soon. Are you looking at trying to just do the sleeve no shirt combo?
Yeah.
What's that about?
A sleeve, no shirt combo. What do you mean?
Yeah,
Like this thing?
polycarbonate sleeves.
Oh, those sleeves. Yeah. So a particular company, Pickle, is coming out with a sleeve that you put on your pickleball paddle. It's like a face.
Oh, okay.
You didn't understand what it was?
He was serious. He
Oh,
thought
I
you were
thought
talking.
he was like fucking. fucking with me or something.
It's a great segue.
I know
Well
how to make a
done.
segue happen, but
That
I
was
didn't
great.
realize I got the wrong.
I'm getting so burned here. I want to take a poll. If you sit in the sun as we are, or you play in the sun, do I not get more burned just sitting as opposed to the people playing? Yes, I do.
You also get more burnt when you don't wear a shirt in the sun.
This is like my hunger strike, okay? I'm going on a strike.
So what they're talking about is there's this new product that's out.
Yeah.
When your paddle gets smooth, it's just like not a sleeve. It's like a sticker
Yeah, it's basically
that you
a sticker.
stick on the face of your paddle, and it brings grip back to your paddle. It's like sticking
like a paddle
on
facial.
a paddle facial.
It's basically a new face for your paddle. Essentially, like in tennis, you change out your strings. You don't change the paddle.
Wow.
This changes your strings out and makes them new again.
We had someone talk to us about this. Remember, like way back in San Clemente, he was like looking for funding. Is it the same guy?
Definitely not. This
Oh,
guy
'cause-
does not need funding.
Because it got he was trying to patent it, so I guess it's not patent. Then he's just going with it.
I don't know. I can't tell you the process. I just know that it was unfortunate because I went to his facility in Minnesota, and I had no idea who the dude was. I was like, "What's with all the pickle stuff?" He's like, "Oh, it's my company." Like, oh, and he had 3 courts in a barn, sick little setup, and yeah, I wanted to hit with one of the faces because apparently it also improves the spin potential to the standard face. And it was like, if that's the fucking case, this is
But
is
did
cool.
you do it?
I didn't get to hit with it yet.
Oh.
I'm gonna have him send me some though.
Yeah, there was a guy that approached us, was like, "Hey, I got this idea that I'm working on. I'm getting a patent right now, and it's the same idea, like
Oh,
a
really?
sticker to replace your face
It's a
when it gets
one
smooth."
use thing, and you
No,
just
no, you
No,
can
no,
use
you
it
can
for
use it for-
months. That's the
yeah.
thing is apparently the degrading, like it doesn't degrade, like a paddle degrades relatively quickly. This lasts infinitely longer, just the face.
so you leave it on the paddle.
Yes, you leave it on.
Oh.
It replaces your current face. It will, like the face that's being touching
Yeah,
the
yeah,
ball,
yeah, yeah.
that no longer touches the ball. The
Like
new
a screen
face.
protector.
Like a screen
Correct.
protector with grit.
A screen protector with
Exactly.
grit.
That's a great way to explain it.
Got it. Okay, interesting. And you
Yeah.
could play a tournament with that, like USAP.
Yes,
Apparently it's approved.
Apparently it's getting approved.
Wow.
It is approved or it's getting approved.
I can't speak to that. Don't know for sure.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
But I believe it's approved. I believe.
Okay, got it.
Send
What?
us some of those.
I'll ask him.
We need to try this out.
Well, we got to Zoom with him tomorrow. You can fucking
Oh,
ask
okay.
him about it.
All right.
I feel like every company that creates something in pickleball has some bad spelling of the word pickle. It's like PCKL, PCKLR.
I think this is PIKKL.
People are big on the pickle.
They love pickles.
Yes.
I fucking love pickles.
yeah.
All kinds.
Me too.
I know, Luke.
All right.
All right, moving on.
Actually, that was the end of our list. And
And
We
tennis
love
sucks.
fucking pickles. Suck it.
Oh my god. All right. Cool. Anything to add, Graham? Any
No.
topics you want to bring up?
I don't think so.
Okay. When are we gonna get some new pros in town? Who can we
We're
rope
working
in?
on some new female up and comers right now.
Yeah.
We got 2 just that graduated college, really high level D1 players, and they're
Yep.
both now coming to Crescent to play regularly.
Okay. And
Lane
what-
Sleeth is one of them. She'll be playing in Austin. Hopefully, Travis says hi.
What's her
She'll be here
name?
tomorrow night.
Nice.
I think it's
I'll be
Lane.
around.
I think
I'll
it's
be here tonight and
Lane
tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Sleeth. I think it's her last
Oh,
name.
no, I won't be here tomorrow night. Just
Okay.
tonight.
And then I just got contacted from a new one today who just graduated last year as well. Her name is Louise, but I can't remember her last name offhand. But you start getting these D1 players and
Yeah.
high level, pro female players that just hop in. I hit with her once and she's like a 5-0 from her first time hitting a ball. It's
Yeah,
amazing
there's,
to me.
and there's so much
They're better
opening-
than me. I've never played.
There's so
Wow.
much opening in the women's game right now. Like if you were a high level D1 player, like think about playing some pickle.
Yeah.
There's opportunity there.
Wow. Great.
All right, tennis
right.
fucking sucks. Thanks so much, guys.
Yeah. Tennis sucks.
And hey, that shirt sponsor. Let's get that shit going. Thanks.
Something, please save us.
Nipples will be out. Next, I'm gonna pierce them, and then this shit'll get weirder and weirder week by week.
You should have put some sunblock on them.
I'm gonna have to after today. We're gonna have to move our spot.
Thanks, guys.